Okay, we're going to talk about multiplying fractions. And I know when I multiply fractions, there are two methods. In one method, I simplify at the end, and in the other method, in method 2, I simplify before I get to the end. So let's do method 1 first. So I'm just going to rewrite my problem. So 3/4 times 8/9. And I know that when I multiply fractions, I multiply my numerators and I multiply my denominators. So I have 3 times 8 is 24, and 4 times 9 is 36. And what I noticed is that I need to simplify that because that's definitely not in simplest form. So I'm going to simplify it by dividing both of those by 4. So I'm going to divide, I said 4. I'm going to divide by 4/4, so you're dividing by a whole, so you get the same thing back. So 24 divided by 4 is 6, and then 36 divided by 4 is 9. So I have 6/9. And well, I notice that that's still not in simplest form because they both have a common factor of 3. So I'm going to divide my top and my bottom, my numerator and my denominator, by 3/3. Now I have 6 divided by 3, which is 2, and 9 divided by 3, which is 3. So my final answer is going to be 2/3. Now, in method 1, we did simplify last because we found our answer, and then we simplified, and we simplified again. Now in method 2, you can simplify first. Okay? And so what I'm looking for is I'm still going to divide the numerator and denominator by the same number, but I'm just going to do it up here instead of down here after the answer. So I'm looking for something in the numerator and something in the denominator that I can divide by the same number. And the first thing that I notice is that I can divide this 4 and this 8. Well, I can divide them both by 4. So I have 8 divided by 4 is 2, and 4 divided by 4 is 1. And then I notice that I can divide this 3 and this 9 by the same number, and that's 3. So 3 divided by 3 is 1, and 9 divided by 3 is 3. So if you notice, over in method 1, I divided by 4s, which there's my 4/4, and down here I divided by 3/3, and there's my 3/3. So I'm going to rewrite these two fractions now. So my first one is 1 once, and my second one is 2/3. So I'm going to line up my equal sign, even though it's kind of messy. So then I'm going to multiply my numerators and multiply my denominators. So I have 1 times 2 is 2, and 1 times 3 is 3. So my answer is 2/3. So I do the same work, it's just I do it in a different place. So instead of simplifying over here by 4/4 and 3/3, I do it over here. So I divide by this 3/3 and the 4/4.